fucking dick. We're not talking about that.
This guy was going to take his son camping this weekend in his safe for son vehicle. Okay, so we get this close to trailer. This is how close to trailer we get. And all of a sudden, it decides to do this. He's very confused right now. In about 5 minutes, he's gonna be angry.
I know it broke. Control arm.
His control arm decided no more life. Let's focus on this.
Although the slam looks good.
Let's focus on this. This is what broke here. We've been ignoring that for years, amongst many other issues.
You know,
but
you're just doing it because you hate imports.
I do hate imports, and this is why. They're garbage. If you'd had an American vehicle, if you'd had a European vehicle, this wouldn't happen. Only the Japanese screw you this hard.
No, it would have happened either way.
No. Only the Japanese screw you this hard. You could have gotten any vehicle from Europe. You could have gone and gotten a Land Rover. You like Land Rovers. It wouldn't have screwed you this hard. You could have gone and gotten a Jeep. It wouldn't have screwed you this hard. You could have gotten a Ford Explorer or a Trailblazer, and it wouldn't have screwed you this hard.
Every vehicle can do this.
But only the Nissan snaps the control arm in two in the front yard. This was safe for son, right? This is the vehicle you put your son in and think, this is safe and good.
Justin, this could happen to fucking anything.
In the front yard with no strain on it?
Well, that's made a noise for a while now, and makes noise.
Okay. Makes noises. When it happens to my truck, I'll let you know. When it happens to my Bronco, I'll let you know.
Shut the fuck up about this.
No. You're not living this down. Ever.
Tired of hearing you talk about it.
This is funny. So what's your new plan for tonight, buddy?
I'll just go get picked up because it's my weekend with my son.
Yep. O'Reilly's is open. Think they have a control arm with the bushing?
No, it's not a bushing. It's the entire control arm.
It's what I get. You think they have a control arm with the bushing?
No, they don't have a control arm. That's an import direct part, and you have to get that through like Napa, and they have to order it. You know what's ironic? I scrapped a spare set of control arms 2 months ago when I quit Nissan.
Yeah. Import direct parts. It has to come from Japan.
No, that's just the company that makes Remand or Repro import parts. It's not from Japan.
It seems like the Honda issues I had. I've had to order every single part. Now he's angry. So after making fun of him, I am positioning his car into the shop as he flips me off so I can weld his control arm back there so he can still take his son camping. I'm a good friend. Do I warranty his weld? Of course not. I don't trust that at all. I'm going to tell him to go very, very, very fucking slowly. Didn't see the trailer hitch I welded on there with only a weld on the front side because it was only ever made to take pressure going downwards. Well, I've bent it about 9 degrees and she's still holding on there. We're going to weld it back together, but he's very angry. So if we try to pull out the camera, he gets really mad. Still for him being quiet and leaving him to be distracted taking the hub apart. Because reasons. So, you can see, I'll take the clamp off. This ring here has a press fit in this ball joint snapped off the entire way around. Before I leave, how I'm going to fix this? Because I need that ring to weld back onto that over there. I'm going to lay a weld on here. Damian, who's washing his hands currently before he puts my welding gloves on, is as soon as I get done welding this, it's going to pick it up like this and going to slam it on the table repeatedly in hopes that this piece being hot and his slamming makes it fall off. We'll see. That's wishful thinking, but maybe it'll work. Over here, that piece, I'm blocking the light, snapped out of this entire circle, split part here, cracked most of the way here, there's still a little bit left over here holding it in place. Oh yeah, he broke his automatic locking hub taking it apart because those are cheap garbage. For the shock mounts, crack. This up here is aftermarket. That's the lift kit part. This is factory down here. This is why you don't make suspension parts out of 14 gauge sheet metal. Welding in progress. Welded. Although, looking at this, handful of design flaws. I'll give them thumbs up for ball joint being oriented in the correct direction. The ball joint being pushed together instead of pulled apart. Thumbs up for that. Thumbs down for torsion bar being at the pivot point of suspension. That puts a lot of strain on it, which is simply unnecessary. Like move the torsion bar, midway down the link like Chevrolet does, and you relieve a lot of strain there. That's just unnecessary. 14 gauge sheet metal being used mostly torsional heel, plus an added fatigue factor of a shock being mounted heel, hence why it cracked heel, and if it had broken heel, much worse things had happened.
Fair, that is a rear shock.
It's the wrong shock, but it would have cracked there regardless. Maybe it would have taken a little longer the other way. And, to be fair, this vehicle gets used in ways that they may have advertised it to be, but harsher than most. It's an off-road vehicle. I would expect it to take Jeep trails and Forest Service roads for a lifetime and not have issues, but it obviously has.
Solve all that is slap you a Dana 44 up under there.
Yeah, it would, but I can build a 2-buggy. It's a Jeep-like vehicle. It should be capable of this from the factory. So a lot of torsional heel by moving the wheel forwards with the ball joint. Very thin 14 gauge sheet metal that should be thicker. This should be moved down here, and that torsion bar be angled, which means that can be a soft spring rate and not twist these out like it normally does. It shields the splines out inside of that piece. Or was it the dog bone up there that broke? I don't remember.
I've snapped one fork chop and killed one front torsion bar mount.
Okay.
Torsion bar is always
all of those problems and this problem are solved by moving the torsion bar down here. There's much less strain on everything involved. Down here, if this is anything more than your little hatchback that goes down a highway or city road, this needs to be much thicker. The end. Or a cast or forged part. It should not be stamped sheet metal. That's stupid.